that means is that the average NHC contributor simply will never be able to afford a house that was built using NHC money. Because what the NHC has done now is to enter into what I consider to be an indecent settlement. An indecent settlement that has really served nobody's interest but the interest of a private development company. NHC has not gotten value for money. The taxpayers of this country have not gotten value for money, because all that has happened is that NHC has agreed to take back the $650 million that they gave and accept a further payment of $20 million in full and final settlement of the claim.
When one of those houses that were under the contract is
more
now
than $20 million.
Is selling for more than $20 million. Madam Attorney Zalika Jess, this is indeed, I believe that it reached the threshold of being described as a scandal, a major scandal indeed. What say you?
Well, as I've mentioned before, this OB is what I would consider to be, and any well-thinking and reasonable person ought properly to consider this to be a national scandal. It is a national scandal. It is a slap in the face of NHC contributors, because I'm not sure if people understand the gravity of this situation. You have a situation where the NHC has essentially been raped. The National Housing Trust has been raped to fund and finance a private development company that has used the $650 million of NHC money to build a private development, and they're now selling those houses at a landslide profit at a rate and for a price that NHC contributors can simply not afford. The average NHC contributors can simply not afford to buy into a development that was built on the just leave these things continue to allow these things to just be a 9-day wonder. We can't continue to simply say that I just saw it go. It can't be just so it go. 200 houses are unaccounted for.
Absolutely, Madam Attorney Zalika Jess, caretaker for the constituency of Northeast Central.
Wagwan family. Now we have more questions around poor housing people, more development. So don't come here, people, come here. Me sit down and I do some local research and poking and digging. And me sit down and me think about it and me read and me watch my video, rewatch my video. And me think, and look on these people, use common sense, right? The part of the requirement to get a pauper house, remember, you're pauper, you don't have nothing, you're poor, dusty. But them require you to have land. Pauper with land. Pauper with land. How much acre? Me no know. How much acre these houses sit on, me no know. Look here. Remember when I tell you that the first time I do the research on it, me see where it turned over to crown land. Crown land, remember? For whatever them do, remember the land and all that agency in the Prime Minister office. So anything they want to do in terms of documentation, it shouldn't be too hard to execute since the office is in a such man office, gentle people. So if you want to cut off a piece of the land in your family land, give a title for that little piece there, him can't do that, the office in them office. Because owning your land is that important to them. Taking away your land is that important to them. So even furnishing your house and coming out with the cut ribbon and balloon, I know nothing that, because the land value more. It seems as if it's a business. That's what I believe. But look here, people. The first person is the one who pay the price for everybody. Now this look like a business. Remember me tell you about the black drum? What came to mind about the black drum? Share the live, people. Send it to people on WhatsApp. Spread out the message. Remember the black drum when me tell you say, I believe with these black drum what they might issue out. They are using taxpayers' money to start a business. Carlos, what the hell you're talking about? When you issue black drums, they're gonna become empty. They're gonna want water. who own the trucks in a Jamaica who are deliver water. Remember? One great minister was over water, and all of a sudden, him have water trucks and selling water. How is it used to be over water, and now you are sell water back to the people instead of you bringing pipe water, come give them. You turn on and sell water. So you see what I say, people, look at it good now. Una see it? Where the black drum, and this is how I believe, is a business. Because when I give you the black drum, each black drum gonna need to full. So the more black drum we give away, in the name of being kind and giving away black drum, using taxpayers' money to start that business, which is a black drum. Because I have my truck, and anyone there, and the more black drum, and the more people can want water. Look at the business. And even if them come out of office, they have them trucks, and they did start that business with taxpayer money. No, come here now. No, come here now. Come closer. Check out the land. The first person is the casualty. Pay the price for everybody. Because if part of the requirement to be on social housing, remember this, is only when it's government land, you get to keep the house. You get the government take it back. Remember that. Don't forget this argument. Listen, I say, follow me, people. Smart people time now. We have to think out of the box on them backside. Them turn in an investigator upon them cloud. Listen me, good people. Them say part of the requirement to be on the poor housing and all them housing. Remember two of them, you know. I'm going to explain the duplicate again. Because a lot of people never understand the duplicate, you know, what the Auditor General talk about, you know. I'm going to explain that to you again. But part of the requirement to be on social housing, not even poor house, you have to be on what? You have to have land. So now you pay that cost. Listen to the business now again. Now listen to the business again. Me tell you about the black drum, I believe is a business. Listen to this again, the taxpayers. Listen to this again. So now the first person lose them land. Now the second person who them hand over the house to, remember Desmond Mackenzie said them do it already, you know. He said there are instances where them hand over people dead and them hand over house to people. Other people. So the second man I come, his requirement is not land, because I never come with no land. People follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, people. We in the dark for too long and we not think. We are drink and we are smoke too long. Follow me, smart people. Come here. If them must say part of the requirement is to have piece of land, what happened to the second man we are coming at the house that was paid for by the last man we're dead? Remember, say him land, film land that you know, him dead and gone left it. The second person, if the requirement is for you to have land, how come in have the land but you are coming at social housing? Watch this. Now the second man coming there, they probably have to pay rent. Come here, people. Make you think, no man. Come on, they make you turn detective for them clad. Come here, people. Remember, said the part of the requirement is to have what? Land. So the second man are coming at the land is already there. But if you're not gonna hand over the house to somebody, do you rent it to them? We want to know if it's another business. Una use again. Remember, the first man, all them sign where them are sign. Crown land it on. Remember, you know, people. Remember, me say, me did my research. The first time I hear producer win with it, me come on my platform. You hear me have my brethren, Mr. Gray up here. And we are say, we are fiddling around it. And we are say, this it couldn't go through. I must have a mistake. Mr. Mackenzie I make. And I did my research. And I realized, no, it's not a mistake. Then we found the video that him did a little bit over just about 2 weeks ago. Right? And I put it out there and show you, say, him even go deeper. And him tell me that. And in my reading, it will pop up more and more about this crown land. Come here, ask AI all kind of question in all different ways to get a deeper understanding about this. But a lot of crown land, we see a pop up. So if you sign over the documents that way, when you're dead, you sign it over to the crown. Once the paper signed, come here, people. Allow me to tell. You see, Andrew want to stamp it. Don't you see the man stamp it, people? So it are telling me, say, no, the second man we are coming at the house, him not have no land. Him not have no land, man. So what is it contract and the deal with the second person we are coming at the house after to take with the people also? Me hear Desmond McKenzie say about 150 or something like that of these houses when bill are ready. So you have to tell me, say, 100 people land up for grabs to give back to the crown. Black man, who not the worst. Who not take what people land, give back to who? The crown. People don't know what I want. It have to belong to the crown for them get to do it. What they want to do with it. And who tell us that the second man come it gonna be somebody who need it. Or one of them greedy friend who are come put up a nice apartment complex on it because the land is nice and beautiful and the area developed. Can't trust them. People make we think out of the box. What happened to the second person that come? Them say the qualification. People need answers. We need answers. What's the deal with the second person coming into the house? Them not no land. But part of the qualification, you must have land. So how them get into it? Them have pay a reduced rent. And when them dead, you own it back again. Remember, enough of them land. And the second man after the first man and the third man after the first man. The first man is who pay the price with their land. So that everybody else can get to come live. I believe the government have planned to charge them rent people. Hustling. Right under my nose. So look, wake up. Eh? Allah me I tell people, no, never look. Don't help me look, man. Jesus, God. People, help me look good. Let me look good. Help me look good. Come here, man. Me there, me I scratch my head and me I watch over the video. Come me say watch over the video, me do me video them, you know. Me watch over my video them, man. And the more me I watch over the video, me I think. Me say, hold on. Then me go back to Mackenzie video. Mackenzie say, the house, you cannot do nothing to the house. Them send people out, come check on it every month. No, look here, people. Good God. That's harassment. No landlord go check on them house every month. None. Mister, that's harassment. People them can't breathe. Which day when I go come? Good God. When just come last month, when I come again? Every month, government agency go check on the people, go check on their property. Every month, people. Me say, what landlord go check on them tenement property every goddamn month? That's harassment. People do not own property also. You go check on the property every month. You ask to go in the people them house every month when they live in there. To go look and make sure so they don't mash up the house. Every month, people, good God. But the government put the people on a chokehold. No peace and ease. Always have them on edge. No man, I don't up the wall. Man, I don't up the wall. Me wipe it up because them come back next month, you know, man. Can you imagine the stress when the people them under in the house? Can the people them know son of them? And these guys are make sure so the people them know son of them by sending people up the owner feet every month in there go look on their property. And when them stress you out and kill you fast, because that type of stress must kill you out, man. If every month man I come look for a house, me say the stress must kill you out, man. If you break anything in the house, you are stressed, man. If a pot jump out of your hand and crack the tile, and you know so them come next month, you are stressed, man, because they make you know say, I know your house. So these old people are living under stress, probably dead quick. So me I look at it and say, people, hold on, what to the second man where I walk in? They don't know land. No, they don't know land. So now this has become a business. We have to do pay rent. We need more clarity. We need a lot more clarity and we now let this go. We need a lot of clarity. This needs investigation. Thorough and serious investigation.
To give back in a different form this time. A social house under the Indigent Housing Program in the Ministry of Local Government. There are two programs that are structured to provide housing for persons who are assessed as being poor and in need of housing support. Under the Indigent Housing Program, the local government ministry has a mandate to deal with persons who are certified as being poor. They are described as indigent, and there is a budget provided for that. And under that budget, there is a special program for indigent. That program deals with families who would have lost their homes, as in the case of these families here, Marsha Davis being the beneficiary today. I recall distinctly that when we came to the parish to open the new fire station that this administration built as a part of our commitment to the parish to improve the amenities that you have, the families were all gathered there, very distressed and asking for assistance. And I committed the Minister of Local Government to ensure that the houses were built. I'm happy today to be here to see the fulfillment with Minister Desmond McKenzie of that commitment. We're very, very happy to be here today. The new social housing program has a slightly different mandate. We do similar things. We do focus on households that are poor, that have no income, but we focus more on the housing condition that exists.
I would like to thank Prime Minister for this wonderful start. And continue to do the great that you're doing. I'm so very blessed to be here standing in front of you today. Distinguished person for me to thank you.
Now, if you hear him talk about both program, you have the social housing program. Then him have this new social housing program. Remember, him a walk around and give a key like the first government and give a key. Remember the first house when we live in when we left my mother's house was a wall house, was a poor house, one of the papa house, built nice. The toilet was nice. Me think say upgrade coming out of a board house with reverse toilet and me in a wall house. Because the lady who was living there, her mama died and she moved her mama house. Me pay $25 a month. So a long time government I give a house and concrete house too. Right? But let's talk about the duplicate programs. There is a social, there's a social housing program, 2016. Within 2018, Andrew came up with a duplicate program. That's what Miss Ellis talking about, the Auditor General. A duplicated program. Him call it a new social housing program. The only thing him do is add new to this other program. So therefore, Andrew owns a bill house over here, so. And Desmond McKenzie a bill houses over there, so. But like I show you right here, so, Andrew owns still come cut ribbon over Desmond McKenzie's side because this one I just show you a while ago. It fall under Desmond McKenzie. It's one of the Papa house. How these people fall in this trap, because I believe it's a trap. It is said right there, so Andrew only said it out of his mouth. He came over there to open a new fire station. The family came to him because tell him said him house burned down and they need a little help. Them have the land as a prerequisite to get the social housing, right? So them have the land. So now them build them house. Remember, this poor housing is furnished. Them put furniture in it. So hold on there. If them take away your land to furnish your house is nothing. So the people believe, oh my God, they are nice. They are doing this for me. Maybe the people used to use outside toilet and then get toilet inside now upgrade. They used to have outside kitchen, them have one inside now upgrade. These people feel like them in a heaven. So they will sign and don't read the dotted line and the fine prints. And my question is, did these people have any legal advice from anywhere, anybody? Did the people understand what they must sign? Because most of the people might have blind are illiterate. Honestly. So when you talk about the duplicated program, listen, people. So you want to tell me, say, at the Ministry of Local Government should be building houses, people, for poor people. Not the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister hag up, take up everything people upon him head. Octopus. How much thing the man have under him, people, and everything now we're good. Everything this man a touch, burn up. And the first me I tell you. Now him go hijack, I believe, the social housing program and create one himself. To divert part of the money for himself, I believe. That's why you hear Miss Manuel Ellis said the man get $3.4 billion and have not spent $700 million in houses up to the time of report publication. Let me repeat so you get it again. The man received $3.4 billion and have not spent $700 million. So that I tell me, say the man sit down on about 2.7 or 2.8 billion dollars. Probably could have built a housing scheme. But because him sit down on the money and not do nothing, and he want to fool the people with PR stunt, you see him walk on with the keys. So you not think about the amount of money we sit down on and the houses we not build. Just focus on the little few houses where I give a key. PR stunt people, deceiving, conniving, generalship. Divert money for our local government. I'm saying, is it because they not trust Desmond McKenzie? Because what? Money for our local government for build papa houses. But the Prime Minister divert, build a new program for himself. The man build a new program for himself. So that is the whole definition of the duplication where you hear the Auditor General talking about. The man build a same thing, but he going to put a new social housing program. And I walk on and give you the most key. But we have a minister of local government. We have a ministry of local government. That's where that money should go to. But the man dig a hole in the pipeline. Divert money to himself. And from what it look like, him have more money in a film new social housing program, more than the real social housing program of Mr. McKenzie. It look like him have all the money sit down pan. Because it seems as if him no want poor people get house. You're gonna hurt them. Them a house way. Me not make them get no house. Me not gonna give them all of this money. You're crazy. Me not gonna spend $700 million. I'm gonna sit on $2.8 billion. And after 9 years, not even 300 houses. But you're walking around here, people in Jamaica that believe, say, me even go up on the man page a while ago. Why the Prime Minister work, man? It is to show you how people are brainwashed and how PR stunt can brainwash you. Me went on the Prime Minister this morning, this page. And guess what? Some people are saying, why the Prime Minister work, man? The Prime Minister work. You don't know, so the Prime Minister have billions of dollars to work harder and not work and a PR stunt that. The Prime Minister built less than 300 houses in 9 months. Get to $3.4 billion to spend per you. And after 9 years, he man not spend. After 9 years, After 9 years, the man have to go back in. People, look what the man do after 9 years. The man sit down after 9 years, the man still sit down on $2.8 billion. If stop money from the local government, clear me to create a new social housing program when we already have a social housing program, and that's where the Auditor General find problem. Do you understand me, people? This is like a scam. That's what it look like. We have more questions because we don't understand enough things yet. I may ask again. If the qualification for a pauper is to have land so they can get a help from the government, so the first person lose them land, what is the qualification for the second man who occupy that crown property? May I ask? People, isn't that a good question? We're thinking out of the box on the backside. We're thinking out of the box on the backside. Now they make we think, man. The second man, what is the qualification? Mackenzie never tell me, No, he never tell them. No, Mackenzie are the Prime Minister. Me never hear the Prime Minister talk about the second person. Did you hear the Prime Minister tell about the second person, the qualification? And listen, if you hear the Prime Minister talk about the second person here, listen.
So, yeah, you were asking about the social housing program. So the social housing program is designed to assist Jamaicans who are in the most difficult housing situations, meaning that their housing condition is such that it is considered to be unsafe, unhealthy, in a state of dilapidation, and their economic condition is such that they are not able to improve, upgrade, repair, or rehabilitate their housing. They are not working. They are probably retired. They're senior citizens. All right. Or they're indigent. We also require that the beneficiary has access, owns, or has permission. All right. Or has permission to use the land on which the granted benefit will be built. So, how do you actually get on the program? The first point is through your member of parliament. It's an MP-driven program. All right. Bless. All right. So they will take your information. They are allotted 5 housing solutions each year for each constituency. All right, I hear you. And they then pass these applications on to the new social housing program, which is a unit in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation under housing. And that unit has an oversight committee which takes all the applications. They vet them and they do very thorough, very rigorous social investigation. So they actually come to your house or where you reside. They do a social survey. They talk to people in your community. They verify your employment status, your income status, your ability to work. They do a thorough check. And then after that process, they then verify that you actually either own the land or have access to the land or permission. And that would include bringing all the documentation and taxes up to date. And then from that process, it goes back to the selection committee to determine whether or not you actually pass the criteria. The whole process can take as short a time as 8 months, or we have seen situations where the process is as long as 2 years. So there is some amount of patience required. We are delivering now approximately 5 to 6 units per week, and we are completing probably about 8 to 10 per week. The objective is to... All right! The objective is to increase the pace of completion and increase the pace of delivery. We're over 300 houses now, so I'm expecting that next year the program will have developed the horsepower to be able to increase the pace at which we deliver, so that more people can get their houses more quickly. All right, TikTok, good talking to you. I'm going to get back to some work now as we head to the next location.
Hey, people, you know what I think? The biggest part of the argument is what was not said. You see, on this platform, they're going to teach, to focus. Pay attention to what is not said. Always, though, people, when it comes to politicians, pay more attention to what they not tell you. They not tell you about the second person. No, they will go tell you about the first person. I believe that's the trick. That's where the money there. Where the rent money go. Crown land, straight money. Land in the Prime Minister pocket, them gone 150 already. So 150 land turn over to the Crown already. Listen Mackenzie now and listen to what him not tell you. Him not tell you about the second recipient. What qualify them? People them have to come out and come answer me, Them have to come out and come answer me. What happened to the second recipient? What is their qualification? Since the first person sacrificed their land. The first person sacrificed their land. What is the qualification for the second person? If you notice, they not tell me that.
The social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Holness, and I'm really proud of what we have been able to accomplish and lives that we have touched and changed.
I'm happy that you've shed some light on it, and I would have wanted you to a little bit more into the program itself, since it was started by your ministry.
Okay, what the program does, as I said before, persons can apply. They are investigated by the poor relief officers. They must have the land to build the units. And once that is done, we now proceed after the investigation to see whether or not the persons are eligible, they meet the criteria which is set up. Because you must be a part of a program that does not allow you on your own. And there are cases where we have provided houses for persons who probably are not that destitute, but because of their circumstances, we have provided for them. Now, the Poor Relief Department of the municipal corporations retain responsibility for the units.
Yes.
So while you occupy those units, the Poor Relief Department does its monthly checking on the units. You are not allowed to do any addition to the units. The units come fully furnished. It is something that when I came up with the idea of furnishing the units, we did it because there are cases where we saw persons have homes, but there is nothing for them to sleep on. So we figure it does make sense to give you a nice room, and then you have to sleep on the floor.
Or furnish the
So we provide the necessary furnishing for the unit. Right. Now, the unit cannot be rented. It is not for sale. No addition can be done to the unit. And the unit cannot be handed down to family. And we have cases where occupants have died, and the Poor Relief Department retains the unit, and then it is handed over to someone else who is in need.
Absolutely.
So what we do, and we encourage persons to take care of the units. We notice that a lot of all of our units are built from concrete, and it has been done deliberately.
Why only believe them going there every month? Go look. Me say that a pressure and stress. If me rent from a landlord and my landlord come every month, me move out. That will kill all people before time if they spill all coffee on the couch in there. Remember now, them come furnish, you know. The indigenous house, them come furnish. But remember, them can't do that because enough of them old people are sit down on whole heap of land. I'm asking many cases how much land them old people are sit down upon. So every month them come check them property and check the furniture, because many of these old people, they don't live for much long. That means when them dead gone, furniture new. So the next tenant who them are going to rent to, I assume, because we need answer upon that, because that is what them never tell we. Them going to tell about the qualification for the first person.
New social housing program, giving hope to the poor, transforming lives, transforming houses, from this to this, building a better Jamaica.
You know, as you can see, most of the people them, they on them last lap, they're not gonna live to mash up no couch and mash up nothing family. And every month, them people that come there and make sure say them furniture look good. Remember, say them put the furniture in there now. Why would they come back every month if they're not watching? Put pressure upon poor people. Can you imagine if one of them are gonna spill our coffee on the couch and probably stress out and have a heart attack? Oh God, them are gonna come back next month. It's bad people.
One day, I'm not taking up this
Waiting, boss.
Show labor rights, so we know the kind of people them who are receive these houses. You see the people them come out in them green and all type of stuff. So you know what I go on. So we're gonna leave with these people. We have more questions than answers. Trust me. Come we want to know what is the qualification of the second person, and that the second person have to pay rent. Them not tell me that. Think we are Rastafari idiot. Something are going on so. Something are going on so them not tell me. I feel with money we are taxpayer. People at different time now, you know. We're gonna make them answer. We're gonna hold them accountable now. We're gonna hold them accountable now, people. Taxpayer money. We want to know from Desmond McKenzie, Andrew Honest, the whole of Ono. What is the qualification to get one of them papa house for the second person? Remember the first person lose them land, dead gone. Furniture still in night because they come every month to make sure that them now mash up the furniture them, right? And mash up anything. So it seems as if it's a business, an investment, property. Every month landlord that come, that gotta be stressful. I swear to God. Ain't no landlord gonna go check them property every month. No man, me say if me rent somewhere from you and every month you come, then me pack up and me gone rent somewhere else. It's disgusting. But my question before I leave here, and should be everybody's question. What qualified the second person will come in after the first person sacrificed them land and dead gone? What is their qualification to move in that property, and do they pay rent? Do they pay rent? Even reduced rent, money, you know, and they add up. Now, why you taking people land and give back to the crown? Wicked enough. Cannot be handed down to family members, but you know, hand it over to the crown. Eh? You never take Chinese land, give the crown. You take crown land, give Chinese. You take crown land, give Chinese. And take a few land, give back to the crown. Make sense out of them traitor, yeah. Take crown land, give Chinese. And take Jamaican land, give back to the crown. Yo, we need answers because enough of the thing we don't understand. And we are speculate. We need them people to come out and be truthful to us. We want to understand what qualified the second person to come in the house and the property with the first person sacrifice. Them family. And do the second person pay rent. That's all me ask. Thank you very much, guys. My name is Jamaican Carlos. I'm out. Share this live, please.
Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away, eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste for most of mantis statue. Say me like a cash, but we got enough, we got you. Take the spit of money, gal and say that it's not you. One day the man above me, no him, I got up. Too much eating at the kitchen, some of my well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you. It burn me 300% raise. It burn me garbage pile up the day. It burn me give the teacher them raise. It burn me I see corruption please. It burn me mash down the people them house. It burn me every day appear arms out. It burn me appear money them a thief. It burn me and them a sell out the beach. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.